Now, what's the ethnicity of Mario?
He's Italian.
Yeah, you know when he drives.
No, he's Japanese.
Wait, what? Fuck, he's
No,
right.
He's Italian.
He's right.
No, he's Japanese.
Italian.
I think he's Japanese.
Hopefully that's not the first 60s. Hey, but anyway, there's a theory out there that Dr. Mario is not actually Mario, but the third brother.
Is it a game theory?
No, it's a real.
A game theory?
I mean, yeah, it could be.
Hello, my
He's
name
the
is
third
Matt
brother.
Pat.
So there's Mario, Luigi, and then the pride of the family, Dr. Mario.
And depending on the answer from Wikipedia, it either counts or doesn't count.
Depending on whether it agrees with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
How's it going, everybody? Hype Stadium here, and welcome to Multiplayer Mode, Episode 4 now.
We've done it.
Are we number 4? Is this number 4?
This is 4.
Yeah. Hold on. 1,
3 for
1,
Scott,
2,
4 for us.
3.
Got it.
Click. Let me do some Justin math here. Could be 5.
Could be 5.
5.
Okay, I am once again Hype Stadium, or Nick, and I am Who Are You Today?
To me, my name is always Justin, but I'm also known as Mr. Handyman, and I must say, keep me away from your wife's sink. It's not a good. But I really am a handyman.
I'm going to stop you there. I'm going to pick up here.
All right.
My name is Scott, otherwise known as Scotty Two Hands, otherwise known as Scotty Slim Down, also known as Ridge.
Also known as Scotty Two Handyman.
Ooh. I'm happy to service anyone's sink.
Oh, he does not discriminate on the sink.
I'm Ridge.
Anything else, buddy?
Appreciate it.
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
Sounds good. All right, guys. So, how's everybody doing today?
I'm doing real nice. I'm doing real nice.
I'm doing really well. You know what? I'm going to make this a little less,
The taco meat?
little PG-13, guys. I'm just going to
Oh.
unzip.
Oh,
Okay.
Has been 60
Can you blur
seconds
it?
yet?
Can you blur it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you censor me, please?
I feel like that would be a good call.
Guys, hold on. I want to watch this really quick.
Biomutant.
Whoa.
So
What
excited.
is this beautiful looking
Well,
game?
all right. So,
Like the 4th installment of
I
Fable.
like we just jumped right in.
Awesome. Yeah, we're talking about Biomutant. Comes out in
it's next week. So here's the thing, guys. I was like super excited because I remember watching the Xbox like release thing where they kind of showed off a bunch of games coming out, and they ended with a game which I don't know about you guys, but this is outside Nintendo because everybody knows I love Nintendo. There's another game that is very, very close to my heart that I grew up playing.
Let us know.
My parents wouldn't let me play when I was a kid at first because they said it was too scary because it's rated M for mature. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Grand Theft Auto?
Fable.
Exactly.
Whoa,
Fable.
whoa, I never
It
heard
ended with Fable, and I was
Fable
so
was
excited.
M?
Fable was M, and I was so excited.
M for mostly fun.
Exactly. Mostly fun.
Mostly.
So they end with the Fable game. It finally got announced. It finally got released. It was official. They're making it. It's coming out. Bam. But I thought it was coming out like next year.
Sure.
This is Fable. I don't know why they called it Biomutant, but essentially
Same developers, though?
Yeah, they named it. It says it in any headline you see. It says post-apocalyptic Fable.
There's actually a video, and it's like the first sentence in, he
First
said it's
sentence.
basically a kung fu
Fable. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Biomutant comes out May
Dead serious.
25th.
Dead
It's
serious.
next Friday, guys. I'm freaking pumped, man, because I love Fable. I like the choices that you can do. I love the different good or bad. There's a morale system inside of it. There's
I like that,
customization.
the morale
Dude,
system,
everything. This game has a morale system. It has decisions. So like how Peter Molyneux in the first couple
McAllister.
Fable games, how he was like, hey, if you do something, so you kick that chicken's going to come back and haunt you later. Like, it's like that. So I'm so pumped for this game. How are you guys feeling about it?
You know what? I went into this not knowing anything about this game, and I watched a video. Ridge actually sent it to me. It had a little bit of a voiceover explaining more about the game, and I think it looks awesome. So essentially, there's what 6 tribes. 3 have good aura, and then 3 have essentially dark aura. And then you kind of just make your choice on what one you want to go with, and yada, yada, yada. It's post-apocalyptic. It's super cool. Personally, I think I do the good aura. I'm a good guy.
Are you?
I always choose the positive arc.
Yeah,
I always do.
I always take a sip of that positivity. How
conscience
about you,
just-
Ridge?
I mean, I think that the cool thing about a game like that, where the decisions that you make will affect the outcome and the story and the ending of the game and stuff. I like it just for replayability. So I would probably pick the negative or the bad side just to play through it, but then I'd start over and pick the good side and just kind of see how that went through. My guess is the game is is pretty much the exact same. I mean, there's probably a little bit that's different. The cool thing about this one is a big giant map. We were talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
An 8 kilometer by 8 kilometer truly open
64.
world.
It looks so good too.
It looks
Yeah.
it looks
It looks
clean.
It's
so
impressively
good.
big. It's impressively big.
I mean, look, that's
Well, the
Breath of
world
Wild
looks
right there.
alive. Is why I like it.
Very some on the real talk games that it got compared to Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
That's the first thing I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
I could see Fallout
It's a 4K
with
version.
just the customization options and the fact that like this is supposed to be apparently it's like humanity basically like screwed up and like they're done for, and now it's like just mutated animals based on like our past like problems, and they're running everything.
It has a very Fallout feel plus.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. I mean, the fighting system is a bit like Arkham Batman.
Okay.
The Batman games, they compared to this a little bit to Ratchet and Clank as well, which I don't know a lot about.
It looks way faster than the old Fable games that I've played as well, and that might just be because
I don't think that was one.
Yeah.
what?
No, it's
No, I
yeah.
agree. I feel like there's definitely more faster paced, and the
looks so
the
fast.
Kung Pao thing like that was in
Yeah.
the previous Fable games.
That's very Batman
yeah,
or
They're really
Fable-esque,
sticking to
really.
this. They're really
But
sticking
yeah,
to
the
that.
I don't think
the
they're intentionally
apocalyptic
getting
feel is really nice. I like how you traverse the land. Now, this is me just absorbing it as I see
Yeah,
it.
go
I did
ahead.
not
Right,
prepare
yeah,
for
'cause
here.
you-
So I guess I have a few questions. What is the rating on this? Is it M as well?
I don't know.
I don't
You know
know for
what?
sure, but I mean,
Take
go ahead
that.
and take a
We'll
look.
take that the old Google.
Scotty 50 hands gonna check that out really quick.
Yeah, I just got 2 today.
He's got hands this
Oh, you
way.
got 2. All right, cool.
So the thing that I do like about this, and if you watch the gameplay trailer, the one that we just watched, you'll notice that like there's no fighting in it. And the reason they did that is because they just kind of wanted to like finally give us a game that wasn't like just all negative, like explosions and killing and stuff. I mean, it's literally like a kung fu game. I mean, you can learn different styles from those different like clans that you can connect with. There's 3 good, 3 bad.
So it kind
No,
of
it
teach you
just-
different skill trees and stuff?
Yeah.
or-
I don't think there's any skill trees, but it's just like the style that you learn, and when you
There's
when you
leveling
start,
up.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
leveling
yeah.
up. When you start the game, you pick one of those like factions, one of those clans, but then you can change.
Oh, you can pivot after
Yeah,
you
so
start.
like an
Okay.
affiliation.
I think
Change
you
your
can-
arc.
I don't know if you can pick between bad or good after you pick one. I think you pick a good or a bad, and then you can switch between the 3 on
Kinda
each
go
on
with
the
it.
side. And
Okay.
they just have like, it seemed like they have like different fighting styles and that kind of thing. Maybe some of them, use like a staff, and the other ones might use like throwables, that kind of thing. The arsenal setup for the game looks pretty sweet as well. There's lots of different like upgrades and things. Your weapons don't
Look at
break.
this rocket. This is crazy.
Dude,
Zelda,
there's so much
Zelda
cool
eats your heart out.
Yeah,
by
they-
the way, your weapons don't break. You can just
thank
upgrade
you.
them. Yes,
Thank you. Like
that's awful.
That was my one gripe with Breath of the Wild. Was like, why does everything I love keep breaking?
You get
Well,
used to it.
To
You
be
get used
fair,
no, I hate it.
I mean, yeah, it's just living life, right? Everything's gonna break at some point.
yeah, but it's a game. So for me, like one of the reasons, I
life
mean, this
to
is
me.
unrelated, but like one of the
It didn't
reasons
hurt sales, so.
that I really like Apex over like say Fortnite is there's no fall damage in Apex.
That's fair.
super annoying.
fair.
And I like developers that go, what do we hate in a game?
Right.
Oh, my weapons break. We aren't doing that. That's
They work around that. They almost put that on the drawing board first. Versus saying, what do we love? They say, what do we hate?
Yeah.
And then build around
So
that.
there's 2 games that came to mind, and one just came to mind as Rich was talking. And I don't know if you ever played it. There was a game called Jade Empire that was
gonna
on
say Fable.
the original. What?
I thought you were going to say Fable.
No!
I was going to get up and leave.
Like, no, dude, this is Fable 4.
Almost
Anyway,
got
go ahead.
us.
So Jade Empire was a like kung fu game, and there was a leveling up system, and essentially what you could do is there's a bunch of different like kung fu types of style and types of fighting that you could learn
Yeah,
as you
it's
progress through the game. One of it was like a drunk jitsu type thing,
Yeah,
almost like a Naruto
like
type
drunk-
thing.
I
like
see
Drunken
this.
Monkey.
Yeah, different fighting styles.
exactly.
Oh, okay.
And that definitely came to mind once you start talking about like different karate type styles and things like that. And then another game, once again, leading to Fallout, not Fable, guys.
Perfect.
We all
The other
know
F game.
this is a Fallout.
They have a
Fable
really
game.
good band too. You should check it out, Fall Out Boy.
Okay. Fallout. Where there was a not caste system, what's the word? Different.
Like clan.
Yeah, different clans. In Fallout,
Factions. Yeah,
factions. That's
factions,
what I
yeah.
wanted. In Fallout, there's factions, and in this game there is also factions that you can choose from. You can choose which one you want to be aligned with, because
Yeah.
all of them have different alignments. All of them, I think, want to kind of represent what they believe to be the greater good of this situation in Biomutant. And it's kind of up to you to decide which one you want to align with. And I like that because it offers a lot of replayability.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, you could literally play maybe the whole way through with just one, or I assume that there are certain obstacles or certain things that you want to do, whether it's a side quest or the main quest, that one of the three, is going to like make it easier, or you might find that this particular style. I don't know. They haven't revealed that stuff, but yeah, the game looks beautiful. It's got a huge map, truly open world.
Let me interject one thing.
And a lot of customization.
That's great, and I agree with that. I'll expand on that. It is rated teen.
Oh, good.
Teen.
Good.
Oh, cool.
Because the other one being M didn't make much sense to me when I look back and think about the game itself. I mean, there obviously weren't things that I would be worried about my children seeing. But anyways,
I think rating systems have gotten a lot more lenient.
Yeah.
You
think so?
A game that maybe was mature 10 years ago.
I'm pretty sure the rating system was new when Fable came out.
Oh, it might have been.
It might have been.
I think
that might have been one of the
I'm pretty
first time
confident.
games that ever came out.
I'm pretty confident that it happened around it was like the end of the Xbox era and early 360 era when they forced the actual ratings to start happening. So that makes sense that they were kind of overdoing it.
September 1st, 1994 is when the ESRB started rating video games.
Right, but there was also before it was like adult. I remember an adult being a rating.
Yeah, there was a moment in time where they upgraded and it changed how they rated things.
Yeah,
potentially.
So when M came out, I'm not positive because I remember there used to be like N64 games. I remember the whole like adult thing.
Yeah, you needed like
I got
an
you right
adult
here.
there.
Initial ratings were EC, early childhood, kids to adults, K to A, T for teen, M for mature was in the
M
original
was
lineup, and then AO, adults only.
That was fun.
Three
considered-
games ever qualified for that.
Content considered unsuitable for minors. There was
One PlayStation game.
There was a BMX game called BMX XXX.
No way.
I swear.
Wasn't it
Wait,
PlayStation?
Question.
I think so, and I think that it probably was rated AO. I mean, because there's
had to
literally
be.
just like nudity in the game, like a lot of nudity.
So
I
my
don't know if they're
initial
like
questions
sexy.
were they making love on the bike or were they making love to the bike? I don't know.
No,
That's what
it
I'm
was just
asking.
like
All of it.
It was like a good BMX game, and then just like porn.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would want with my
Remember, there was
video
a
game.
fighting game. I
Rumble
think
Roses.
not
Dude,
many games
double
qualify
front
for
flip
the AO.
with titties. I'm just saying it sounds good.
I'm
to
sure
me.
the character you could probably unlock characters. That's like probably like, oh, do a backflip on every map, and you can get the titty character.
Yeah.
do a backflip on every map and your wheels turn into titties. I mean, it sounds fun.
That's an interesting reward
Cool.
system. in
Yeah.
there.
So anyway,
Biomutant.
Biomutant. Nick, are you gonna pick this up? We're gonna wait for a sale. What are we doing?
Dude, I was so I knew I wanted to play the game. I was unsure if I was going to buy it right away, or if I was going to wait for a sale. Just the reason why I'm like, when I think $60 games, I think like the Resident Evil games. I think the Fallout games. I think things like that. And I'm like, this looks like it's more of an indie game. I don't know if this is something that I really want to pick up.
I see what you're saying.
I watched, after watching the video, seeing how beautiful it was, after seeing how in-depth this game potentially is, I'm probably going to get it right away.
Okay.
Okay.
Hawes.
I'm curious to know if the naming and the rebranding of the series is going to impact them negatively or not. So,
Are we still on the Fable thing here? Because it's not a Fable game.
okay.
It's definitely Fable. It literally says it.
He says the word Fable.
I hadn't say it.
I'm catching.
Did I say it?
I'm doing it.
I
No,
didn't
he
say
didn't.
it. I just
But I
made
have
sure
to
I didn't
jump
say
into
it.
it. I have to jump into
No,
it.
I
He
appreciate-
says the word Fable. That is just a word in the English language.
Oh, no,
This is
no.
Ridge
Listen,
not letting
listen,
No, it's-
listen.
I got it. It's finally got to me.
I'm putting it on the
So
screen.
I think the developers of the game that you just said are the ones that made this
Does it say
game.
Kung Fu Fable?
Rich, can you please read that?
That's pretty small.
I can't read it because I don't have my glasses on.
It's a post-apocalyptic Kung Fu Fable. Just letting you know. It literally says Fable.
Well, maybe they mean it in the like
In
you know,
the ter-
Aesop's fables. You know, they were stories.
Like it's an
just a story.
imaginary,
It doesn't necessarily
RPG.
mean-
but the
It's
word
a
Fable is in lowercase.
is a word.
That's fair.
Oh, you know
Meaning
what?
it's not defining it as the
which means
series.
why are you griping on whoever wrote the article? Okay, just because he forgot to put a capital F inside of it. Jeez, dude.
Okay,
Like,
so-
This is a thing where everybody's trying to get me.
I'm not-
You know,
I
I'm gonna
honestly,
I'm gonna be on Rich's
am
side
not.
here. It's not Fable.
Okay.
It isn't.
It just says the word Fable, and
Excuse my ignorance. Okay.
you know,
no,
so,
it's fine.
but-
I'm sorry. I was.
I am so entertained right now. I cannot tell you like what level of entertainment.
so
I'm
are you gonna buy the game?
So what I probably more than likely won't be buying this release night. But if I see a
pussy.
good sale after I get my next gen console, if that happens, then yeah, I think I'd pick this game up for sure.
Sure.
I love the way it looks.
Yeah. I think, and everyone knows here that like I am probably the least knowledgeable. You guys are really in-depth people. I've been playing Fortnite for like 3 years. I think I would buy this game. Like, and I would say now, but I've been
Why?
And this is another. I don't know. It just looks really cool. I like that it's like choose your own path. I also we didn't really mention it. We didn't see it in the video much, but there's a tree in the middle, and it kind of lets you know how the state of the world is. And it's
the
like
tree of life.
Yeah,
Tree of
you
life.
can basically see like how you're doing, like if you're doing shitty or if you're doing good. I don't know. It just looks fun. It looks interesting. It looks different. I think it looks like something I would enjoy. And I think I was talking to Ridge about it. I kind of want to play a game that takes a little more thought than just me just. I mean, I've been playing Fortnite
shooting
for like 3
and
years,
dominating.
and I don't have to think about it. I'm just like, yeah, you're dead. Yeah, ripping 90s. Like stuff like that. I think it's a good game. I'll probably wait to buy it just because. And we might talk about this later. I'm trying to get a PS5 super hard. It's
I
a big old
witnessed
pain
the
in
trying.
rear end.
Yeah.
I'm just come on, let's get it. I think once I get that, I would purchase it. But I'm gonna wait because I don't really see the point buying it on PS4, the PS4 console, and then
Unless it's
getting a
digital
PS5.
and they guarantee the crossover. But yeah, no, I think waiting it makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
me.
For me, I got burned by Anthem.
Oh,
You did
Damn
super
it.
hard.
I got so burned by it. So
Damn it.
I think that's literally ruined new releases other than like the big games
Bigs
like
of the
Halo
bigs.
and stuff like that for me. So I will wait for the reviews. I think
Smart.
it looks great,
Smart.
but I'm going to see what people think. I might watch, people play it on streams or something, right away just to kind of get like an in-depth like live review. And if I think it looks good, then I think I will buy it. I think it looks good. I think it looks fun.
It does look good, yeah.
I like that fighting and like the way that things work a little better than I like maybe like Zelda. And I have been wanting to play Breath of the Wild, but it's such a big commitment. I just haven't jumped into it. So I think I would have a little more fun playing that because I'm not like I don't have any nostalgia around Zelda. So,
Yeah, definitely.
So I check out the reviews and then I think if it doesn't suck, I think I'd buy it.
It just looks so much more next gen too. So.
Speaking of Zelda, that actually leads us into something I wanted to talk about. So we're just going to watch this really quick. For anybody that doesn't know, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD was announced. It is coming to the Nintendo Switch. It's a remaster, I believe is the proper name for it.
Sure.
Essentially what is happening is they upscaled it to 1080p. It's running at 60 frames per second.
60 FPS.
60 frames per second. And another thing they did was using the Joy-Cons. Using the Joy-Cons, you can swing things in it's 1-to-1 ratio or
Just
whatever.
match your like movement.
What?
Or you just
So when you can swing your sword with the Wiimote, or in this case,
okay,
it would
I
be
get what you're saying.
Yeah, the Switch controller.
with the wiener.
Yep. With the wand.
I do want to point out that it's a good thing that we're sitting at tables with the tablecloth because Paz's boner is probably massive at the moment.
I'm half staff right now. I'm working things up.
He put the
died?
band. He put like the band T-shirt on to go see the band. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
He wore his Jurassic Park T-shirt to go see Jurassic Park.
Well, I was almost full staff, then I looked Scott in the face. So
What we're watching right now is there's an announcement Amiibo. Okay, so there's an Amiibo that came out. It was Zelda with that bird thing. And essentially what it does is, Huz, you played for Ocarina of Time, correct?
Ocarina of Time, yeah.
Okay. Do you remember Ferora's Wind or something like that?
Wasn't that a song that?
It was like a song or some type of thing, essentially, where you could fast travel and get to somewhere in a timely manner versus just going up and going from one place to another and then so on and so
Yeah,
on.
you use your ocarina. Once you learn the song, you could use it to travel. Yeah.
Exactly. So essentially, what this game does is, or what this Amiibo does,
Oh, the Amiibo.
the
Okay.
Amiibo does is if you want to go somewhere, say you're on the land and you want to go to the sky, you just tap the Amiibo and it brings you wherever it is that you wanted to go to.
So it's pay to win.
lit.
Interesting.
It's pay to win. So
Yeah.
you buy a. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
It's quality of life thing is what we refer that to. Quality of life thing in the sense that things that probably should have already been added to the game to begin with, you have to pay $20 for.
The problem is that people buy it.
Exactly.
And people want the Amiibo. First of all, it's a good-looking Amiibo. I have
Sure.
a few Amiibos. They are pieces of art to me. That's how I use them. My kids play with them sometimes, too. This one's functional for the game. And another thing, like, you couldn't get Epona, I believe that's her name, the horse for Zelda, for Link's horse, unless you got the Amiibo.
Really?
For Breath of the Wild. So it's kind of like pay to get the best horse in the game type of deal, which...
Yeah.
helped you travel faster as well. So this is a common theme now I'm seeing here, where they're leaning even further into the amiibo potential, because this thing actually fast travels you. You're not going a little quicker on your horse, saving, a few percents worth of time. In this case, you're actually like skipping parts of the world, saving larger chunks of time. Very interesting.
I've never played this game, but it actually looks awesome. I like the point of view. I like the art. I mean, this is, in my opinion, this had to have come out after Ocarina of Time, correct?
Yes.
Like really far beyond.
Yeah.
This came out on the Wii.
It was the Wii game.
It looks good. I mean, is this a Zelda game that people actually really, really love?
People hated
This
it.
is the worst
Why?
one probably
Why is it
in
so
a long
bad?
time.
They thought
It was the
remastering
most.
was the answer?
It's the most linear one. So so I appreciate your comments on the graphics. And you're right. It does look really good.
It does.
But the reason why it looks good is because they had to box everything in. Because once you go open world, right, that really pushes the limits of the system and what the
Well, and what
silicone
we're
can
seeing
actually
here
do.
is the remaster too, right?
This is pretty close.
This is the remastered version.
It looks, the OG looks real close to this, just in 480p. So the textures are a little richer, and you're getting 60 FPS. I believe the old one was 30.
30 frames at 480p.
It was my foot.
It was
Sorry.
the Wii.
He looked at me like he wanted to murder me. He's like,
No, I was just trying to find the source.
Yeah, I saw his eyebrow.
I got slides on. I ain't tapping
So
my feet.
so here's the announcement trailer for Skyward Sword. And I'm gonna talk like as this plays. Essentially what happened was, the reason why Skyward Sword was why this was such an interesting thing to do was this game was announced for the 25th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. Or 35th anniversary of Legend of Zelda. And people, I think we're expecting more and better, because what happened when Mario had its anniversary was we got an announcement for a week later. It was that Mario kind of trilogy all packed in one. You had Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy.
Heavy hitter.
All in one game for $60. This game comes out what we were expecting, a Zelda announcement, and we got one.
Yep.
And in doing so, we also thought, I'm going to put this on pause really quick. What we got was, during the Nintendo Direct, where Mario Golf was also in, which we discussed on
that
the
was
last
the banger.
podcast. Yeah, on the last podcast. This game, it's like, but wait, we got one more. And then all of a sudden you see like a Legend of Zelda thing. We're like, oh my God, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Freaking Skyward Sword, which is the least like Zelda game ever created.
Yeah.
So fans were automatically like pissed off.
It was easy to port. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, they tried doing this earlier. There was a time where they tried like teasing, like, hey, who wants Skyward Sword remastered? And everybody was like, no. And Nintendo was like, just kidding. We're not doing that. Like, that was a thing.
Interesting. So, I mean, I think, Mario is Nintendo's biggest thing. So I feel like Zelda's like, what, like fourth or fifth? I mean, maybe.
I would say second.
It's
no,
second
Pokemon
almost.
is second.
Second or third.
It's Mario, Pokemon, and then I don't know what is after that. I can look, but
What are we going off of? Just total like sales of
yeah.
everything.
Like they're just like the most games, the most money, with whatever.
Pokemon
you know, you
would
could buy,
probably take it.
So it is Mario, and
do
then it's
some
Pokemon.
Googling.
and
The
then-
highest reviewed would be, that's probably where Zelda
and
comes
then
in.
Zelda's in there. I mean, I'm sure it's top 5, but maybe that's part of it. That's they have a lot more to work with when it comes to Mario. I mean, they could put. I mean, how many Zelda games total are there? Like 10?
lot.
Like 10 Zelda games?
No, if you could talk about mobile and everything, probably more than 10, less than 20.
Okay,
I
so
would say
but
15.
Mario, what is there? 80? I mean, there's so many.
I mean, they
Mario
started in
games.
85, right?
Well,
So 84. So
exactly.
it was the OG.
Right. So I guess it sounds like you were making that comparison, and this is somebody from the outside in, because I like Nintendo, but I'm not a Nintendo fanboy.
Dude, that's so funny.
What?
So I said more than 10, less than 20, there's 15.
I said 15. Let's go.
That's nice. That's awesome.
We both hit it.
So yeah, from the outside in, I feel like the people that love Mario, they love Mario, but the people that love Zelda fucking love Zelda.
Yeah,
and,
I would
and
agree with
the
that.
The thing with that is that like
200 Mario games.
Yeah, see, it's
Are you
crazy.
serious?
Can I add some stats here?
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I'm just on this website, this article, and it says that Mario is indeed the most profitable Nintendo franchise with $601 million earned.
Okay.
Second, Pokemon, $340 million.
Killed
and
it.
then the
Third,
Wii,
Zelda.
the Wii series is actually third with 202.
What's that count?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, that came with the Wii. That's not even fair.
Yeah, no,
But-
I called that nostalgia.
Yeah.
is-
the Zelda series is fourth.
Okay.
One of
Fourth.
six.
So you nailed it. You said top 5.
Top five.
Based off GDP.
Yeah.
Donkey
so, I mean,
Kong
I'm
comes
not
in
saying,
fifth.
but again, like, I think from looking from the outside in, wanting Zelda to have as big a release as the Mario is based just on like how intense the fans are, but not on realistic.
They're more vocal.
It's not realistic, I don't think. So I mean, I guess I get it. I mean, I didn't play these games, so I don't have an opinion. I'm sure if I did play them, I would say, "Oh yeah, I hate Skyward Sword." Blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, like I think it looks fun.
No, it is fun. It's a good game. I mean, I wouldn't. I think our standards are really high.
Yeah,
The
I
people
think
that have
when
been in
you
it for a
expect
while.
higher,
It's a
you
linear
don't get it.
game. You go from here to here, you progress. From here to here, you progress. And that's not what we as Zelda Link fans want.
You wanna search. You wanna explore. I
But
get
some
it.
people want, the easier experience, and the game had really unique game mechanics that were very special to it. You could control your sword and do certain things and perform certain magic. But I think one thing to consider here is that Breath of the Wild. So one thing I think, okay, this is a fun topic. I think we can all branch off from this.
Sweet.
Is that the best launches of consoles from Nintendo were all ones that released with a new Zelda game. The absolute best launches of their consoles were tied to Zelda releases.
I would agree with that.
Outside of the regular Nintendo, because that one dropped with a Mario, and that one I think it might not have started really hot. I think it became hot later. I think they worked up to how big that console got. But when you talk about, I believe 64 dropped with Ocarina of Time.
Did it?
I believe.
I think
Ocarina of Time came out in 1996.
So
is
I
when
think
Ocarina came
it
out.
actually dropped with Mario 64, and Ocarina of Time came very shortly after it.
Yeah.
I think.
And then the Switch dropped with Breath of the Wild, and Buddy was their hype. You had the
Dude.
hardware hype, and then you had the game hype. It was like, so I think that's why they're trying to time Breath of the Wild 2 with the new HD release, and that's speculative here. But
So-
yeah,
So
the adults
the
like
reason
Zelda.
the reason why people are pissed about
like
this.
Link.
I want to get into the amiibo aspect of this. The reason why people were pissed about the amiibo thing was because this game is already launching at $60. So the game itself is $60. There's not a lot of improvements on it. They upscaled it to 1080p, 60 frames per second, and they have the Wii motion or the motion thing, which they kind of already did with the Wii. It's just improved. Okay.
Yeah, vastly.
Not a lot of quality of life improvements other than that. So because they are literally having you pay $20 to $25 just to get something that probably should have already been included in the game is ridiculous in my opinion.
Yeah.
Let's compare this to a previous title that they remastered as well on the Wii U, Twilight Princess HD. So The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD was originally on the Wii/GameCube. It launched together. That was another one, Haas.
Yep.
The Wii came out with
Justin.
Twilight Princess. The Wii came
That's
out with
fine.
Twilight Princess. And in that game, it was $49, and you also got an amiibo. If you wanted just the game, it was only $39. So for
Might
this
as
to
well
launch
just
as
throw another 10 in there.
60,
So that's a Zelda game that came with the hardware.
exactly.
That came with the perk.
It came with the perks, and on top of it, they upscaled it. They did quality of life improvements.
And I believe this game, when it came out on the Switch or the Wii, it also came with that advanced sensor.
Yeah.
So with that came bundled with the game.
Exactly.
So here so as a shareholder, you love this new model, right? Because it's more money.
Yeah.
But as an enthusiast, you feel a little shanked.
Yeah, it
you
feels like you're getting gypped.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
Are you a shareholder?
Not of Nintendo, no.
Would you consider it?
I would. I think I would. I would. Yeah, I would buy. I think that just because of innovation alone, they beat everybody.
And that was Talking Finance with Justin.
There you go. I appreciate that question.
Yeah,
Nice.
absolutely. Thank you.
Man, some of the other things we're going to get into today, I'm super hyped for them. I think we're going to have such a good time talking about
Let's
it.
transition, baby. Let's do it.
Is that what we're doing now?
Sure. I mean, so with Legend of Zelda and Link, you got Link, you got Toon Link,
Yeah.
you got
Toon Link.
Young Link,
Ooh,
you
wait,
got
the rapper? Or-
Zelda,
Sheik.
you got Sheik.
There's 5 characters.
What the hell's a sheik?
5 characters. Ganondorf.
Oh.
All in one game.
Can you tell me what that game is?
Is it Breath of the Wild?
Oh.
No, it's Fable.
Damn it.
Full circle, baby.
We got to laugh too.
Super Smash Brothers
Let's
Ultimate.
go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's the
There's
game.
I mean, there's five characters from the Zelda games.
least.
But what,
We're probably
80
forgetting
plus
some.
now? 80 plus
Yeah,
now?
80 plus, yeah.
It's so
And that's a
crazy.
game we all play together
Yes.
collectively, which is very rare.
Some of us are better than others.
Yeah,
What, Dad?
I'm
Don't worry
better
about
than
that.
every one of you.
I'm really good at doing the big games where I just sit there and let everyone else kill each other, and then I'm like, I got 3 stages left.
The interesting thing about me in Smash is
Stages.
I'm not good, but I am way better than I should be.
Humble brag.
Yeah, I believe that if anyone had the best chance with discipline and effort to be a top tier ranked winner in a tournament, it would be you. Because I think you have the most natural talent with video games.
I appreciate that statement. I have,
but you're not there, so I'm better.
no, that's no. That's fine.
Dude.
That is fine. No, that's cool. I think the only person at the table that I'm actually better than legitimately is Scott. But I also, the order in the amount of time we've played is literally the order in which how good we are.
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
played
And
the
that's all
most-
this game is. It's time.
It's literally like this. Yeah.
So true. Well, there's moments in time where Nick and I kind of go back and forth. So
Yeah,
I'll
but I
throw
mean,
that out
over-
there. He's
over-
younger, better reaction time. I'm making excuses, but he has served me really hard, especially when I change
Hey, man,
mains.
I
bring him over to get me to get me better with the game.
He plays the Yogi Bear and Moltres character that throws avocados, right?
Yes.
That's the one.
That's
Yeah,
the
also
Banjo and Kazooie.
also known as Banjo Kazooie.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I mean, that's a pretty good character. I prefer a more low key, like a Sonic, a hedgehog. I mean,
Sonic, he might as well be made out of feathers. Literally.
them's fighting words, buddy.
Okay.
All right. Anyway.
So
You like Sonic.
so Smash. Why are we talking about Smash? Nick?
So I think with we got announcement a month or two ago about a 2 new Smash characters that were coming in.
oh, nice.
They're from what is it?
Xenoblade.
The Xenoblade Chronicles series.
right. Oh, wow.
Yep, exactly.
One of the
And-
biggest maps of any game of all time. We
Really?
learned that earlier. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay.
I was
I
schooled.
think
Number 5.
we're due for another Smash character.
Yeah, we
guys.
are.
We are due for
On our way
one.
to 100 characters, which is nuts.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
Well, the economy's opening back up, so let's get a new character to kind of complement, everyone getting back to normalcy. I feel like they have slowed down dropping characters. I don't know why. Maybe I'm making this feeling up, but there's a big pent-up demand, especially when I follow like subreddits that I follow with Smash.
Yeah.
You can see that the engagement's starting to go down, so it's time. They need
Yeah.
to drop a character.
So
And they've been quiet. Like no one has any idea.
So I think what we're gonna do
Except
today is create a wish list, right? We're gonna a wish list for who we would love to see in Smash.
Yep. Yeah.
I like to
prediction.
think I would like to think like almost what's Nostradamus type thing where I think we're gonna see the future.
Oh, okay.
I think we're gonna get one right.
oh,
Good
like it.
clickbait title: Nostradamus or Nostradamus. How accurate are these predictions?
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
see. We'll see. in the
It would be
future.
good.
I don't know if mine's a prediction, but mine's a how cool would it be? So
Stop teasing me.
I'm excited to hear what everybody is gonna throw out. So Nick, are you gonna go first?
Sure, I'll go first. So
Great.
guys, all right. So I'm a horror streamer. I got to make sure that I say that
I heard
because
horror.
Yeah, exactly. I
You're a
always
horror
say
streamer.
when I say fast horror streamer, it's like
Hey
sounds
man,
like
it's okay. It's 2021. You can be what you want to be.
Yeah. Only
We love you, Nick.
Nick's on OnlyFans.
thanks guys. And being a horror streamer, I play like a lot of scary games, and one of them is Resident Evil. Now,
Awesome series.
with me, it was like, all right, Resident Evil 4 came out on the GameCube. Leon was a big character in that. I speedrun Resident Evil 2. Like that'd be the one for me to do. And then I said, you know what? How about Daddy Carlos over here? So Carlos, look at that.
Great hair.
That alternate skin.
Yeah. Is
Look
this
at this dude?
Is this Leon?
does-
Who is this?
This is Resident Evil 3's side main character, co-main character.
Okay.
And he is a badass. And the reason why he's a badass, dude, is I just remember playing Resident Evil 3, and there was a monster that was literally 3 times my size. And once every 5 minutes, you had this thing basically where you could charge up. You punch the son of a bitch, and he is done.
Is it Nemesis? Is that 3 or is that 4?
Yeah, that is 3.
Yeah,
that
so
is
Nemesis.
3. It was not. That's not the character that I'm thinking about, fighting against.
I think he was an alternate character, I want to say. Not the person you were fighting.
Yeah.
But anyways, there's a few alternate
Continue.
characters.
Yeah. So just having that in mind, and then thinking, you know what? I could get, if you press the down B, you get a little flash grenade. You throw out that flash grenade, stuns one of your enemies, then you come in and do that donkey punch. Like, that'd be sick.
Oh, okay, so you're laying out some
would be
movesets.
sick.
He's laying out some
Let's
movesets.
go.
I hope they call it Donkey Punch.
No,
I hope they do.
Donkey Pong.
Yes, exactly.
Captain Falcon.
Steal a little
Things
bit
like that. You could get the neutral B type Joker thing where he gets his little pistol. He brings out the pistol, shoots that.
Oh, nice. Okay.
For maybe a side B, you could do something like an assault rifle type thing. And then his smash attacks. Obviously, I mean those strong hands, those fists that he has. Possibilities are endless. He's such a strong character, man.
I think they could
look
play
at
with the
him.
skins too.
Dude's jacked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they could
skins,
make
bro.
the skins be some other characters
Especially
in that series
this one.
potentially.
Oh yeah. You could do alternate skins for the same Resident Evil character, and you could be Jill. You could be all the characters.
I think that would be really creative, and
Or
it's a good
like-
way to get a catch-all and play homage to the entire series.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's actually pretty cool. Yeah,
I like that.
And I think fans would actually. So this
They did it with Steve from
technically
Minecraft.
a third.
I love Steve.
This is just a third party
my
character,
favorite
right?
right
Which
now.
is we've seen plenty of. I mean, this would be a Snake-esque, Joker-esque
Right.
character.
Yeah.
So,
So,
that
it would be
sounds
so
cool.
good.
Cool.
Man.
You want to save mine for next or last?
who wants
It's
to
either
go
one.
I think we hit
next?
you last
Oh, sure.
because of the potential topic afterward.
Smart.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to talk about one that it goes back to a game I play all the time. We're going to talk about Jonesy. I actually put a link in it.
Oh, I'll
Jonesy,
pick that up
the
right
main
Yeah, you
now.
have to
character.
explain Jonesy
Yeah, so
to us.
Jonesy is the default skin. If you want to scroll down just a little bit there, he's like, he has blonde hair. He's a default skin you get in Fortnite. He's free, and he kind of became a meme for a while. Like, I don't know, like there was one streamer that got real popular. He said that he was essentially Jonesy. Anyway, so what I would use Jonesy for, like the taunt move he would do, I would do some Orange Justice.
Oh, it would have to be
What's
some
Orange
dances.
Justice?
Yeah.
Orange Justice,
It's
a
the
dance
OG.
that
You want
is
to do it for us?
Can you just look it up? Can you look it up?
I don't do
Do
it
it.
correctly.
Please do it.
I don't do it correctly, but like
Please
it does
do
a
it.
little something like
That's it. That's it. It's good. It's good. It's
that's
good.
my variation of it.
Let's
because-
go.
Best person in the house, hands down.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
So
I love it.
so when I'm just sitting there sucking really bad at this game of Smash, I'm just Orange Justice.
You can
whole
just
time.
taunt whenever. Now, is that
Yeah.
going to be attack? Like, can
Nope.
you do the attack? Oh, so it's
No, no.
specifically
That's
a
a taunt.
taunt.
Straight
Yeah,
up
just
taunt.
taunt and say, hey, what's up, boys? Orange Justice.
Orange
And girls.
Justice.
And girls.
And girls.
And girls.
Anyone can play the game.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, what would some moves look like? What do you
Some
think?
moves? Okay,
Yeah.
so I would probably do like just the regular the Smash. You know, the you can just hitting them, you know?
The melee?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I'd probably just use the pickaxe. Do some of these.
That would
Oh,
work.
the pickaxe.
That would work.
Oh, you got to put the
Buddy.
pick.
And they just like, oh, you know, in Fortnite you can kill people with the pickaxe.
Yeah.
This one I'd just be, you know, pop, 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 pop.
Let's
couple
go.
percent here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
couple
yeah.
percent here and there. If I need to go up, you know, instead of just bouncing like Sonic does,
Yeah.
just ripping 90s. Just ripping 90s.
Oh, just building.
Which
building-
means-
Oh, that would be so.
Oh
Oh,
my
that's a good
God.
so
idea.
he just
Similar-
pulls out his little blueprint. And he's
So up B would be triple nine, a bunch of 90s.
Yep.
That's
And then
hilarious.
That's genius.
Neutral B, you got to be able to build walls to defend
Yeah, you
yourself.
have to
You
be-
got to
I mean,
be.
that's
So
Fortnite.
neutral
Yeah.
B for sure, right?
Yep.
That's
Oh,
that's
you're blowing my mind right now.
And then
what are
my-
some other saucy moves?
an aerial attack.
Okay.
Is like, you know, when you're aerial, there's something called impulse grenades, okay?
Sure.
So
Yep.
basically when they land at you, they shoot you. So you just throw the impulse, it hits whoever, boom, and they're going off the map. So if they have good recovery, they can get back to the stage.
Yeah.
If not, well, fuck them. I'm hoping to see something cool like that. It won't happen, but it could.
You know, I don't know. I disagree that it won't happen. I mean, if you think
okay,
about
it's
if you think
possible.
about Minecraft, and
I
you
think
know,
it could.
That's
that
fair.
is totally third party, and they've added that, and they added it. I mean, obviously you can.
It's a Microsoft third party at that.
Exactly. So
Who owns it?
I-
Epic Games owns Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yeah, Epic Games. So I mean, and it's available on everything. You can play Fortnite on your toaster. So you know, we
people
talked about
do.
this before. Fortnite is arguably the most popular video game of all time.
I think ever.
Probably ever. I mean, and it's probably made some of the most money too. I know
Yeah, made
mine.
some of the streamers the most money.
Oh,
Like,
sure.
I know
too.
we're kind of drifting into kind of like we're drifting into a new subject about this game, but I think you make a valid point. But this would be probably one of the biggest wins for Nintendo. So Steve for me was number one.
Ooh,
like,
that's a good one. I agree with that.
but I
Yeah,
think
so,
like
yeah.
to get eyeballs on the game, purchases, actual dollars, dude. Fortnite.
I mean,
this
yeah.
character.
And nobody would be mad. That's the thing too. Like, I don't think anybody would be like, "Oh my gosh, you added that? Why?" I think people would be like, "Okay, fine." I mean, a new character, like a moveset to learn. People like that. So I think it would be. I think it's totally feasible, and I think they could come up with some really cool stuff to make the character work and be unique.
I liked his moveset. Nintendo needs to hire you, at least subcontract
I'll take
you
some
out
small royalties
just for the
if they can.
Dude, yeah, the night. What'd you call that? What'd you call
Rippin'
that?
90s.
Rippin' 90s
So
recovery.
you just build up ramp, and then you keep going 90-degree angles until you're at the top, and then you
That's
just
awesome.
Rippin' 90s.
I hope you're as pumped and as hyped for the character.
I know I
think
am.
Would be good.
I'm excited.
All right.
So
let's
I'm not
hear
going to
it.
say that this is a unique thought for myself. I'm sure other people have thought this.
Without a doubt.
But yeah, that's how the internet works. But I did think of this, just I didn't go searching and what would be cool. I kind of just thought like, what are my favorite games? What characters would I love? So this character is technically like a 5th party character. And the reason I explain it is because this is a real person.
Can you shoot me the definition of a 5th party?
Fifth
character?
party would be so a third party is from another game within the realm.
Of a who makes the hardware?
Right.
If
Fifth party is
third party,
a character based on a real person. So because if you think about Smash,
so you're
Smash
skipping
is,
4th and you're going straight to 5th.
yeah, because Smash is a celebration of video games. Like really, that's what that game is. And
Yes.
the character I'm gonna say
Elon Musk.
no.
Okay.
That's a pretty
The
good
character I'm going to say is a character in a game, but it's based on a real person. Tony Hawk.
Did it just happen? I think it just happened.
So
My mind has been
obviously,
blown.
Oh, you came.
obviously Tony
In my
Hawk
mind.
is a real person, and he's a skateboarding legend, but he's also a video game legend. You know, there
my
are so many Tony
gosh.
Hawk games. I got into skateboarding because of the Tony Hawk games. So many people play them.
No one would be offended.
They're a ton of fun. And
A human made it into Smash. You know how crazy that would be?
Oh my
the
It would be on his
gosh.
tombstone. Dude, it would be on his
the
tombstone.
unique movement ability
in Smash.
that the character could have, and I have hopefully some pretty sweet ideas for moveset. So the taunt, that was actually something I was struggling
There's
with.
so
trying
many
to
good
think.
skateboard moves. Like
Exactly. The
ripping 90s, baby. Let's go.
The taunt would probably be like a spray paint can. Right?
Oh, yeah.
He'd like just spray like the air or whatever. So that's a pretty good idea, I think. So up B would be a 900.
It would have to be.
He'd do sort of. I was kind of thinking
gosh.
like what Toon Link does or what Samus does, and like that's a very like a spinny move.
Sure, multi-hit
Rob.
type of move.
Yeah. Rob does it. Basically, that's his whole move set. Rob just
rip a 90.
He just do a 900. I think that would be sick.
Would he be on his skateboard the entire time?
I think so. Yes. And
Okay.
and I was actually kind of because he's not real, right? I mean,
I think it's real.
he's real, so he would probably be kind of a light character somewhere in the middle, maybe.
Okay.
So when I was thinking about his movement, I was kind of thinking about a combination of Wario's motorcycle, as well as Sonic and how quick Sonic is. He would
Yeah.
be a fast character because he's on a skateboard.
I think he should be slow at first, and then like the first few steps, and then he accelerates because he hops on the board. And then he's quick.
maybe you have to kick. As you move, like you would have to kick to speed
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
So you
yeah,
could
yeah,
get
yeah.
quick,
more
but you would have to
realistic.
kick.
More realistic.
So anyway, so I was thinking
like
about
this.
the melee, totally easy. He just swing his skateboard.
It'd have to be just Tony Hawk swinging
He'd
it.
swing his
That's
skateboard.
it.
He'd just truck
Homer
people.
Simpson style. Dude.
Oh
Yeah, he would
my.
just truck people. And then for like an aerial or an aerial move, I would think it would be like a tweaked grab. So he'd like grab the board and like sit it out to the side
Yeah,
or something.
Sure, Superman or something. Yeah.
Something like that would work, or like a melon grab, which is like it's like behind you, and then you would like kind of like tweak it to the side, and it would.
And you could play with a few of them
Uppercut.
because you have up air, forward air, back air.
Yeah, so all of his
arrows would be
moves
insane.
could literally just be a different trick.
Yeah.
And so I think Tony. I mean, name a game franchise.
Man.
I mean, I would say majority of the characters
one.
in Smash are not as big as the Tony Hawk game series.
Oh yeah,
I would
without a
agree
doubt.
100%.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think it's.
I think it's true for all of our characters.
I
that
would
we
play
brought
that
up.
character.
Can I add
I would
something?
play.
Yeah.
Like whenever you do like the trick moves, like it has like a little score meter under because like when you land, it'll tell
Yes.
you like you did
Yes.
this and it has like a little score. I think that'd be a cool.
Yeah, you can chain hits together and you get more power or something.
Yeah, especially if you have like alts or whatever turned on in the game. Like
Yeah.
you could literally like you could build it up faster by like landing more hits or something.
It would
I mean,
be like the
combo.
best
Combo shots.
multiplayer character. What I'm trying to say is that like more than 1v1, it
Yeah.
specializes
Yeah, yeah.
in multiple characters fighting. And I think that we should talk about grabs for this character too.
Yeah.
Different grinds, right?
Okay.
So you'd put the character down and you'd grind him like a rail or
Oh
something.
my
Like grab him.
brutality.
And then do some kind of
I was trying to think of his grab. Yeah, his grab would be interesting because like a lot of characters have like a chain and stuff like that.
Sure.
We'll what would he have? I don't know.
I think for sure the down throw, because you grab them and you got to throw them. So the down throw would for sure be a grind. Like
you
put them
grind
on
off their face.
They get stuck in the ground.
Yeah,
so they
you
gotta
stomp
mash
them.
out, and then just grinding on their face while they're trying to mash out. That'd
Throw
be
them
awesome.
up. You can just grab them, throw up, and hit with the skateboard.
Yeah.
Or you could grab them and throw them on your skateboard and push them off.
Or-
and then you can just pull another skateboard out of your backpack that you have on.
Or, yeah,
That's-
or like-
That would be a
Good
great
too.
back throw.
or like
It's slide.
an up air. Is that what it's called? Up air.
Yeah, when you're in
Yeah.
the air and anything you do in the air.
Yeah, and it
typically,
usually is like will finish people, right? So if he would just swing his skateboard,
Oh,
or
up smash, up smash.
up smash, or
Yeah.
backflip.
Oh.
Backflip would be sick. So there's so many. I mean, because it's
I
such
like
a
this
huge. You got to have like flip tricks though, right? Like kick
Yeah.
flips and stuff. I'm trying to think how those would work out in the game.
You blew my mind. You said you had the heat and you fucking
Yeah.
brought it, dude.
brought
I'm
it.
not
I'm
even proud
sitting
of
a
that.
little bit farther away right now. 'Cause, I'm already warm over
Put
here.
some, put some water on that.
Oh
dude.
yeah,
I'm surprised the ice
Cool,
hasn't
you
melted.
are.
That must be a
Pours it on
thermal.
his lap.
I'm not saying that is original idea. I'm sure other people have come
Oh,
up with
sure,
that and
sure.
thought about it. But
I was surprised.
I think
I
that
would
like
love
it.
it. I think it would be an awesome character. And Hawes, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I want to hear it because
Sure.
I bet this is awesome.
So
Pause,
Nick,
you-
I sent you an image on our notes. If you
Pause,
could use
you
the
can't
image,
be a
I
Smash
gave you
character,
an
dude.
image to pull up in our notes. So go ahead and pull it up.
Perfect.
So I'm going to go ahead and talk about my character here. There's zero surprises. Hopefully some movesets I bring up would be a surprise.
Yeah.
But I'm going to pay homage to Ridge's favorite game. Definitely within probably my top 20 favorite games. But I think would complement the Smash series at the highest level. It will be Master Chief. All right. So to the viewers here, what I think this would do for the franchise probably gets me more excited than anything. There's a lot of people that I know for sure would buy this.
Give you a slow clap.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so true. So we talk about folks like Ridge and people that just like games and shooters in general probably got into those types of games because of Halo.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
and then I'm gonna tell a little story before I go into the moveset because why I
please
think
do.
this is going to happen.
Oh,
Probably the last fighter. I
You
think
think this is legit?
I think out of all the characters, this one has the highest probability. So Microsoft is now playing nice with Nintendo. We have proof of it. So they've opened up their open API. So soon you're going to be able to, what they're trying to do is be able to stream an Xbox game on your Switch. And Switch Pro. So they're
wow.
Xbox has opened their API up for crossplay and for streaming Xbox games on other platforms, which Nintendo has rights to do. They shared Banjo and Kazooie. Banjo and Kazooie, which was a Microsoft character, and the mecca of all, I would say maybe bigger than Master Chief in many circles would be Steve.
Right.
Yeah, from Minecraft.
From Minecraft, which is
Absolutely.
100% Microsoft. So I think they're working up to the big reveal of the biggest character in all the Microsoft franchises, and I think will help them finish sales in the strongest way possible for this franchise and series.
And it's a win-win for both of them.
Master
Yeah.
effing Chief.
It's
dude.
a
the way-
win-win for both of them. Nintendo gets Master Chief, and Microsoft also gets that credibility. They get that exposure.
Yeah.
In a Nintendo game, it's basically advertisement.
Yeah.
It really is. You know, it's funny about. I was going to say. I mean, I'm going to get on Master Chief in a second. I'm going to talk about Minecraft in a second.
Yeah.
Not being super connected to the Smash community, you know, maybe like you guys are. I think adding Snake has really been like the catalyst for all of these conversations and adding all these characters because people are like,
Yep.
wait,
It was the first
he does
blowout
That was
character.
the Wii.
Well, he's a human, right? I mean, I think that's like part of it, but also like, I mean, was he the first third-party character? You said
The branching off though, I would say so. Like someone,
It was the biggest third-party character.
Yeah.
And I think it set the precedent that,
Exactly.
to elevate the series, we need third-party
Yeah, he was like the
characters.
first, like, I mean, obviously a cartoon,
Like
to some degree because it's a
unrealistic.
game,
Yeah.
but like he's the first like realistic character because Nintendo tends to make like cartoony stuff, which is totally okay. But I feel like he was adding that character was sort of the catalyst for these kind of things, the things that I think can make, you know, what I'm saying potentially be a thing that could happen. Obviously, Master Chief. By the way, Minecraft is according to this Google search,
I think it's the biggest game ever.
It's
the
biggest
highest grossing video game of all time.
Yeah, no, Microsoft owns that shit. And I
Right.
guess it's still accelerating, which is crazy. So Microsoft's done a really good job with that series, which I know no one personally that plays Minecraft because
play
I
it.
think
I
they
play it.
all
do?
hide in basements.
I don't play it like that, but I do play it. I
Yeah.
mean, I had a
well,
survey.
and the
That's
mods
great.
you can do with it, like the Pixelmon thing, which
Yep.
is like a Minecraft.
I'm going to try to reel this back.
Yeah,
sorry. So I just wanted to
no,
jump
you're
into
totally
that.
fine. I think we're trying to paint the story of Steve was a big deal. The only thing that's a bigger deal that from an IP that Microsoft owns, I think the biggest of deal is
Yeah.
Master Chief. So and I think it shakes a lot of hands and it gets a lot done for the franchise, both franchises. And there's a Master Chief game supposed to be coming out pretty soon.
Halo Halo Infinite, yeah.
Yeah, so, and I think that they should time that with Nintendo, and then boom, you boost sales.
Gosh.
Dude, yeah, there's an opportunity here for a perfect positive storm.
So
of
many
money.
skin options too because of all the suit
Oh
marks.
my gosh! So let's get into some of these
Oh,
spicy moves,
Oh,
dude.
God. Well,
Please do.
Daddy scoured the web and looked at kind of the history of Master Chief, and I'm putting my best foot forward here. But in the comments, please let me know what I missed. What do you think that we could also add to this for creativity? Because you never know, Nintendo might be watching. You never know. You never know.
Yeah, well, watch our video. We'll give you an email later, and you can pay us.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, so let's get into some moves.
I'll
So
take
I'm going to
Pokemon
start
cards.
with smash attacks.
Okay.
So I don't. This would either be down smash or forward smash. But Ridge, I know you'll know this, and maybe everybody here. The gravity hammer.
Yeah.
So this is
Halo
good for
3.
controlling spacing. And then before I go too far into the gravity hammer, I think that ammunition needs to be the cornerstone of this character.
Interesting.
So he needs to be able to run out of ammunition. So when you use things properly, they're very powerful. If you abuse them, you're out of ammo.
Okay.
They still work, but they need to make him very, very, very special. And in the games, especially legendary mode, managing your economy of ammo and ammunition, grenades, all these things, so important.
Yeah.
So the gravity hammer had this in Halo 3. The gravity hammer worked when it ran out of ammo, but with ammo, even if you missed, it pushed your enemies away.
Yeah.
So maybe you have some way to farm ammo for these guns. Maybe it's a universal ammo that boosts everything to make it more simplified. But in this case, these heavier moves like the gravity hammer should use the majority of your economy because it's such a powerful weapon. That's what I think smash attack should be very, very powerful. Okay. Good for spacing. Awesome move when your ammo's full, pushes them away. And when it's not, it'll still KO, but it has to be a tipper hit.
Okay.
Right. So a lot of end lag in this move. It should be very heavy, a big commit. So that's one move that I thought of, gravity hammer. And now I want to talk about recovery. This one got me really excited. I'm like, what would up B be for Master Chief? And I think all the fans would be really upset if I didn't say this, but I definitely think it should be the thruster, right? Yeah. I don't think it should do any damage. It should just be a purely recovery or a positioning tool to get you up there to shoot a gun when you're in the sky or to get up and snap and grab that ledge.
Almost like a flying thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, a jetpack.
Yeah.
Yep. In a quick one, like a quick accelerating jetpack, I think would be good.
That would work.
And then I think down B, there's a bunch of options here. I thought a defensive spacing tool would be good. I'm going to let you guess what it would be. What would the down B be for spacing and defense? What do you think?
I assume you're going to say the sword. Is that what you're talking about?
Close. The sword's in here, but that one's not it. I thought the bubble shield.
Oh, I was going to say that next. I wasn't quite sure what you were going to say.
Oh, that makes
I thought
sense.
maybe like when he shielded, it would like bubble him or something, but
That's good too. Oh man,
When he blocks.
I just thought of something totally new. Let me finish this thought.
Yeah.
So, dude, he has
So many
just
op- so many
so many
different
games, so many tools here, and I want them to use as many as possible and represent a lot of these games. But the bubble shield, quick timer, it replenishes. You get it for like 5 seconds. You put it down, nothing can come in, but if you have ammunition, this is key, can go out.
Oh,
Okay.
Do you think that'd be a low OP though?
It has to be quick. Has to be in and out.
I mean,
Okay.
you would know that character. You would know how to jump out of the way.
Yeah,
or whatever.
dodge it.
And then the key
counter.
of it would be the bubble. You can come into the bubble. You can come into the bubble and get down. So it's a more of a situational thing. You're dealing with like a Samus. You need a little protection. Boom.
Well,
All
you
right.
could drop that bubble and then hit him with whatever your range attack
Exactly.
is.
So, dude, I'm so hyped for this fucking character.
What else we got?
And then before I go into the next moves, they got to find a way. So ammo, they have to find a way to work into the uniqueness of this character. They also have to work in the shield regen thing.
Yeah.
What do they got to do here? Because that it slows down gaining percentage or does something, and then it goes away quick. But you can tank a hit. Like you got to be able to tank a little bit. And if you get away, hide in your bubble for a minute, you get good spacing. You regen that shield.
Almost
back.
like you could almost lose percentage or something.
Yes. So it doesn't add percentage or take away percentage, but it prevents you from taking. It's like a 5. It'll protect you from like 5 or 10%.
Oh, I see. Or almost like you would have to like combo him to be able to
yeah. You
knock
need
him
one
out.
good hit to break the shield, then you're adding percentages.
Yeah.
It would just be a little bit, but it's like a little. Let's say. What's his name for Persona? Joker's gun. It takes a few of those hits. It'll take some tic tac hits.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
might even take a nice forward smash, but it's that little bit of a buffer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's the subset. Can I
like that.
can I ask a question?
I got some moves, but I'll take a break.
I'm just curious about we haven't talked much about range specific. So like I guess what is it down B that pulls out like a bomb for Toon Link?
Yeah.
So I feel like he's got to pull out a sticky grenade, right?
Yeah, I think that. So I was thinking, you're right. So
And if you hit him, maybe the trajectory is very
love that.
straight or something, or maybe it has a big arc.
I love
but if
sticky
it hits them,
grenades.
it sticks to them.
yeah, we need to figure out how to work in a sticky grenade. I think a sticky grenade needs to be worked. I like the idea of Master Chief kind of ledge stalling, throwing a sticky grenade against the ledge of the stage.
Okay.
Oh, and it doesn't hurt him.
To force them to come back just for positioning, then he can up B back and
Yeah.
grab that grenade and then rechuck it or something. So there's a lot of opportunity there.
And I have one other thought. I just don't know if you thought about this. As you're talking, I'm like, yes, and obviously I love Halo. The Spartan laser. It's very similar to Samus's like what is his like charge or her? I'm sorry, what is her
Charge shot. So to me, it's like Sephiroth's charge thing where he it's a long charge commitment, but it hits like a tank. That's
So the Spartan laser works like that in the game. You have to kind of go
very slow, but
and then
knocks
it shoots. So that
ships
can be
out.
like a super long range thing that will hit you super hard, but you've got to charge it. You got to time it. You can't really hold on to it though, like Samus does, right? Samus can charge it and hold it and then fire it.
Yeah, it's something that you can hold. You can let go early. It's a little bit weaker, but if you fully charge it, it plows through. So let's talk about so neutral B to me is what changes this character in majorly. Okay. So all the weapons that you use, your aerial weapons and your tilts, are going to be what weapon you have equipped. In neutral B, you change that weapon. So so Master Chief having an assortment of weapons is like the base of him. Yeah. So I say you hit neutral B and you go from your assault rifle to your your pulse gun or your pistol or your shotgun, and you're just kind of recycling through. And then whatever one you land on, now all your aerial moves are using that weapon.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's a way to include basically all of the weapons, but like you can't have them all out at once.
Yes.
Yeah.
That or you chop up the weapons with different moves, but I think that they need to keep this character very malleable with play style.
Are you saying you know how I think it's Shulk where like you could tap the B button and it brings out a specific power?
Yes.
Are you saying like that with guns?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But not necessarily a cooldown. Where Shulk's has a cooldown, like he'll have Buster mode.
Yeah,
but I'm saying like you just like you would do Y to change your weapon.
Right.
It's neutral B is your Y. You're like, oh, boom, I have this. All right, now, and then every weapon has a different range, different percentages, different knockback. Like you have a shotgun, good luck, you need to be close.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good way for creativity. I'm going to start going through these a little quicker.
Yeah.
Down air, so you're in the air, down air, I think that you would use your thrusters, but in the opposite direction to do the slam.
Yeah, I can see that.
So you could up B and then kind of peer over the stage and then down air and slam back down on the stage.
Almost like the Aardvark and what'd you call him?
the bear and
Moltres.
Moltres.
Yeah. So essentially, when you go straight down, are you talking about that?
Yeah,
I go straight
and
down.
a little bit of an earthquake that goes around it, so a little
like
shock
that.
area too.
I like that.
So the grab to me, I felt like the grab should be the hook shot. There was a grapple hook shot in Halo that I found that was in a few games. I think it'd be really good for recovery, good recovery mix up. This might make him a little OP, so they'd have to nerf a few other areas.
I think the grapple is actually it's just a new thing in Halo Infinite. There's been no grapple in the game.
Yeah, so that would the footage I saw for the grapple
had to have been Halo Infinite.
It looked fairly like a newer game.
Yeah, it's not out yet, but it would be a great
That
way
would
to
blend in
incorporate
perfectly,
it.
like how he was talking about.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
launch at the exact same time.
And maybe it doesn't grab the ledge, but for sure, like give me a distance to grab it, person, bring him to me,
Sure.
and then we're doing some grabbing animations depending on what you do.
Okay.
And then overall, I wanted to call out the shield mechanic. I thought was very, very important. The ammo economy, and then to me the taunt is like this is going to be cool. So for the taunt, I felt like that he could pull out Cortana.
Yeah,
something like that.
Or teabag.
Or teabag.
The victory flag animation.
I believe that's just
gosh.
crouching. Really
Sure.
quickly.
He would just crouch.
Yeah, you could just crouch, but he has to crouch
Imagine
like
if
that.
a Tom was actually just teabagging for like 5 seconds straight.
How about if he bent down and goes, "Hey man, you ever been to Wendy's?" And he's like, "Wendy's." And it's like,
no.
Wendy's nuts on your face, boy. Hey. That's all I got.
gosh.
Yes,
Yeah, that's a
that would
taunt.
be a good taunt. And then my last taunt would just be Master Chief saying, "I need a weapon."
Ooh.
would say it in the game?
Yes.
Do other characters say
some
things?
talk, yeah.
I know, like, as Pikachu is always just Pika-Pee all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a bunch talk, but it's a quick
some
phrase.
talk.
So.
Yeah, it's very quick phrase.
No, I said he was Pika-Peeing, and I was just like, oh, that's kind of
Pika-Pee?
But yeah, how
Kinda like
hyped would this
diabetic.
character
That
be for
would
the game?
be
Oh my gosh!
sick.
Thank you for sharing your favorite game and allowing me to deliver it. I do appreciate it.
No, that's totally
but
fine. I mean,
I've been like wanting this for so
well,
long.
yeah, I think it would be. It's a character that it sounds like we could potentially actually see. I think there's
The highest potential.
a reasonable expectation that it might be in there. And you also know the game better, so I was fine with that. And I was like, for me, Halo would have been a little too easy. So I was like, I want to think on this, and I think
Tony Hawk is dope.
Tony Hawk would be awesome.
Tony Hawk would be so good.
No worries. I think Master Chief being added. If they added all 4 of these characters, we would just be like, just watch it. We'll tell you
The
all
views
the
would be good, basically.
we called it.
but would you not? I guess if Master Chief was added, how long would it be until you start beating me
Oh, I see what you're saying.
regularly? Because I think that's
I don't
when
know.
you're.
I
I,
mean-
think it might wake the bear.
I think it would.
Maybe, I don't know. It would be what would be interesting.
He'll be OP.
What would be interesting
Yeah,
would
for
be
sure.
to
Yeah.
see if having experience playing Halo made any difference.
It won't.
And I don't think it would. So I don't know. I think I would play it. I would be into it, and I would probably
I
select.
think it give you the passion to learn the game.
I would
think it
select Master
would.
Chief, but I like the speed. Like I played Toon Link, and I think Toon Link is certainly way faster than Master Chief would be. It's not. It's
I would
necessarily
say
a fast character,
yeah.
but it'll be faster.
It'd be
And I-
heavy. I think Master Chief would be heavy.
And I don't
think
like
it would.
heavy characters. I like to be able to make quick movements, and to be able to like get away. And I think that's where I struggle with the game now, which is like, once I can figure out what I think people will do, yeah, you're gonna have a hard time hitting me. But with Master Chief, you just whack me and I wouldn't be able to run.
Master Chief will be so OP. I bet
He'd be
he's
so
fast.
strong, though. He'd
Yeah.
be so strong.
His dash animation could be that thruster push too. I think he'll be
I
fast,
was just
dude.
a melee throwing a bow.
I just hope they do it. In
Yeah.
Nintendo,
Or dab.
if Nintendo does this, it'll be done so right.
Yeah.
I think they'll hit on all these things.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
mean, they put Snake in, they put Joker in, they put Banjo and Kazooie in, they put who else? Like
Steve
is such a big one, dude.
Steve was one they said like took the hardest time too, right? Because
Yeah.
like they had to implement, basically had to make everything elemental.
I bet Microsoft's quality control on Steve, and they were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, and it has to be top tier." It's like imagine like the list of demands they had.
Sounds like shit. I guess he's gonna be the best player in the game.
Yeah,
so
and they'll do
funny.
the same thing with Master
Oh,
Chief.
100%.
Well, that's the other thing too. Like he could have a cart animation that's just like the Warthog. We didn't even get into the
Oh
vehicles,
my
right?
god. That could be like, you know how
Brother,
there's like item drops and stuff like that. Imagine a warthog dropping.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, that
And
would
it's
kill
like-
everybody.
or a go.
oh, that would be his
It would
final
smash
smash move.
everybody.
Period, dude. Warthog would come down for his final smash.
It would just
for
land
sure.
on them, or the Rhino tank.
It'd be something great.
Man, there's so
It'd be
many,
great.
so many good things.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Man, alternate skins could be the Arbiter. They could be, a Brute. They could be. You could be Cortana. There's a bunch of stuff in there that you could be. Man, that would be awesome. I would certainly load that thing up if they added them.
Yeah, ditto.
Because I don't have a lot of the
Word.
DLC, but I would get that. But cool.
They hold
Anyway,
it out for the Switch Pro too.
Man, what a great topic. I really like
fun.
talking about that stuff.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I
was
enjoyed
hyped.
it personally.
I agree. Guys, I have an announcement to make. I am so excited after talking about, Biomutant. I
Fable
have to boot up Fable to get prepared for this. So I think this is a great time for us to conclude this episode.
Sure.
Yep.
Multiplayer mode. And
Yeah, can I bring us out? Ready?
Yeah.
Fable. Did I finish it for everybody?
Like and
no,
subscribe.
like it, yeah, you gotta like and subscribe, guys. If you want to
Fable.
reach out to us, comment on the video. Let us know if there's something particular you want us to talk about. We would love to do that. Feel free to check me out on Instagram, Hype Stadium, or feel free to email us. It's hypestadiumttv@gmail.com. This is multiplayer mode. Y'all have a good one. Take it easy.
Keep
Later.
this guy away from your wife's sinks.
Cut.
Mr. Handyman.